For those who don't know, Brookhaven updated and released this house on the right, which is a perfect house. And they simply released a fashion update where I have to make the best avatar of all to beat the other players. But today, I want to see the secrets of the update and also where the safe of this house is. So for that, I called my friend who is taking pictures up there. And you can see that he is simply taking pictures. And this update is perfect. So much that I arrived here. And he said, let's eat everything. But first we have a competition. And guys, I think I know what he is talking about. Inside here you can notice that there are several players. And my enemy is here. And this player always fights with me. And today, I will have to compete against him to make the best avatar of all and beat the players. And actually, there is only one player that I will have to beat, which is him. But my friend arrived right here and said, I am going too. And apparently 3 people are going to compete, and it is us 3. And everyone is arriving right here. So I am simply going to use a new animation that was released on the right, like this one. And my friend arrived there, and the 3 of us are going to compete. He said, the games are starting. And now the games are going to start. So my friend went back here. And guys, here we have the room to change our avatar, and this is the room where I changed my avatar. And my friend appeared right here, and he is taking pictures. But the other player appeared here and said, I am going to beat all of you. And this is bad because he really wants to beat us. And my friend is taking pictures of him, and I don't know why my friend is doing that since he is our enemy. But now he is going there to make his avatar. So I am coming here to make an avatar, which is going to be the first avatar of the competition. So I am going to press this button, and now I am modifying my avatar. But I can't really see what is happening. Perfect! Now I can see an avatar, and it looks like someone is taking pictures of me. And literally my friend is here taking pictures. And he should leave here, because this is a competition. But now he is going to the other room to also take pictures. After all, it is a competition. But even so, he is bothering the players. And he is taking a lot of pictures. But now I am like this, and I have a much better avatar than before, and I will probably beat the players. And my friend just left from there, and apparently is going there in the back to make his avatar. But now I am arriving here, because I am ready to start the competitions. And the player is also coming here, and my friend is also coming, because he is ready. He said, you are going to lose. But my friend just started the match, and now he appeared right here, and I want to see if he is going to win. He said, 0 score, you can leave. And this is terrible. They are all giving a 0 score, and this is not good. And for some reason, this player gave me a 10 score, but he changed it to 0. And now only my friend is left, who is writing here, and he also gave a 0 score, and my friend failed. And this is terrible. He ended up losing the match, and now he came back here, and he said, give me permission in the house. So I am going to click on his profile, and now I am trying to give permission to him, but I can't. And he can't use these buttons. And apparently, his plan was to use these buttons so that I would win this match. But he is not going to be able to do that. Now he is looking here, and for some reason he is laughing at me, and said, you are going to lose. Look, actually, I am not going to lose. But I want to test with you all the secrets that were released, and I also want to see where the safe of this house is, because this house has a safe, and I am going to show where it is. But guys, now he is going there to present himself to the players. But now, I want to see what score he is going to receive. But they are all writing here, and the player received a 9 score from all the players. Literally, all of them gave a 9 score, and only this player is left here, and he just wrote 9 score, and they are doing really well, and maybe this is bad. But he is looking here, and said, make a cool presentation, and if you do that, you are going to win, and this is going to be great. So I am going to press several buttons here to make a very specific presentation. But now, this player came back there to watch my presentation, and my friend also arrived here, and he is sitting back here to see how the presentation is going to be. And now everyone is lowering this item because another match is going to start. So everyone lowered it. But now, I need a hat so that my avatar is complete. So here on the right, I am going to search this word, and I am going to use one of these hats. Perfect! I am using this hat. And now I am going to turn off all the lights so that the house stays without lights. Now the house is like this, and there are simply no lights here. But I can activate only this light, which will make a light appear right here. Or maybe I can press this button. So I am coming back here to press this button, but I will have to get here running. Perfect! I press this button, and now this light appeared here, and I am appearing here on the stage, and I am going to use a very specific animation on the right, and I am using this animation, but I want to see what score I am going to receive, and it looks like they are already writing the scores, and they are all writing a 10 score, and I literally received the maximum score, and this is great, and this player is looking at it, and said, this is not fair. He has VIP, and he is very angry with me, but the player stood up here, and is simply staring at him. He said, he received a 10 score because of the avatar, not because of the animation or presentation. And guys, it was very important to know this. But the player is looking, and now he just left from here, and he is really very angry, so much that he is running away from here. But now, I want to see all the secrets that were released. But I am coming back here because the competition is over. So I will have to turn off this middle light and turn on all the lights of the house. Perfect. The house is like this, and it is really perfect. But my friend is down here, and apparently he is testing an animation, and he is presenting himself down there. But there are no people to see this happening. But I am going to activate this button, and now everything here is completely blue. And I am sure this looks really cool. But I am going to press this button, and apparently I can place the light right here, and my friend can come here to the side to be more highlighted. I can also press these buttons, and if I had done this in my presentation, it would have been the best presentation of all. But my friend wants to climb up here, and he is having difficulty doing that. And he finally managed, and said, you can no longer ban players after the update. And what he said is true. I can no longer click on my friend's character to basically ban him. And this is impossible, but I am going to activate all the lights possible because it is better that the house stays like this. And my friend is simply taking pictures. But now, I am going to test secrets and also test where the safe of this location is because this house really has a safe. And I don't know why, but I can no longer carry my friend, and I can't ban him, and I also can't give him permission to modify my house. But we have these buttons here, and I am going to click on this button, and I am going to activate the tsunami. Perfect, the tsunami is activated, and now water is going to appear on the floor. And that is what was supposed to happen, but I am seeing that nothing much is happening, and literally nothing is happening. So I am going to activate more effects here to see if something happens. And he is still taking pictures. Now this fire appeared, but the fire is very weak, and for some reason it is really very weak, and actually it is under the house, and all the effects are under the house, and I really don't know why this is happening, but I am going to activate all the effects. Perfect, I am activating all the effects, and you can see that there is an alien here, but he is very close to my house, and he is not far enough, and this house is completely bugged, and now my screen is shaking forever, and this is very weird. He said, try getting this house on another plot, maybe it will work better, and what he said is true. So here on the right, I am going to get a random car, like this one, and now he entered here, but he is taking pictures, and he simply won't stop taking pictures. But this camera is very interesting, because I can zoom in like this, very far away, and I can see very distant things that are happening, and I can also make the camera look like this, in a very different way, like it was a movie, and this is really cool. Now I am recording my friend, and the normal camera is like this, but if I get this camera here, my screen can look like this, and this is really cool. Now I am driving my car, and this is very different, so I am setting maximum speed, because I want to see everything that is in this update, but I am arriving here in the other neighborhood to get a house, but it looks like someone already got a house here, and now I am completely bugged, and someone already got a house, and this is bad. But now, I have a unique opportunity to get the player safe, and it looks like he is down here, and he is observing everything that is in his house, but in a totally secret location, and I didn't even know that it was possible to access this place. And there are a lot of weird things here, because it is a totally secret location, but he is observing everything, and he even got a car, and now he has a car in this whole secret place, and he is running here to the front. This update is really very weird, but I am going to get his safe just to make him really angry, so I am entering with this car, and I am going to try somehow to climb up here to see if I can really do this. But suddenly I flipped my car. That is, it is not possible to enter here with the car, and it is almost impossible. So much that he is climbing up here, and now the safe is right at this location. But guys, there is a secret button here inside, and I will have to discover where this button is, because I don't know where it is. And my friend is going to help me do this. He said, I am just recording. I am not going to help, but I am looking here to see if there is any secret button that opens this door, because after this door we have the safe. But my friend arrived right here, and he is climbing there, but it is impossible to pass here, and there is an invisible wall, so we have to discover where the secret button is that simply opens the door. And I am trying to find where the button is, but it is very difficult, and it is really very well hidden. But guys, he is looking here, and he said, what if you can only press the button if you are the owner of the house? And what he said might be true, but we have this button here that unfortunately does not appear from the other side. But here on the right, I am going to get a bed, specifically this one. And now I am going to go through the wall like this, and I am going to press this button. But guys, this really works. That means I have to find where the other secret button is. But there is a button right here, and you can't really see this button, but it is exactly here, and it is really very well hidden. And you can see that it is a secret button, and if I press this button, this door opens, and I can finally enter here. But I am going to open this door so my friend can come here and see everything that is inside. And here we have this safe. So I am going to get the safe from here to make my friend very angry. Perfect! I just got the safe, and he is having fun down there. But now he realized that we got the safe, and he is really very confused. And suddenly he teleported. And this is bad, because he is coming here to see what happened. And at any moment he is going to realize that we are the ones who took the safe. And he just noticed that there is a car here. But now, he is coming up here. And he just arrived right here. But there is money falling from here. And I am the one dropping this money. So I dropped this item so he would not see that there are people here. But he already knows the truth. And he knows that there are people here. And he is trying to figure out how we got inside. But he managed to come here. After all, I opened the door. He said, "What? I can't ban you." And for those who don't know, they removed the option to ban players. And now it is impossible to ban other players, which is bad. But I am going to stay right here because I want to see what happens as soon as this door closes. So I am right here, but nothing much happened. And I am trying to get out of here. Perfect. I managed to get out. But now I want to see if I can climb on the roof of the house. So here on the right, I am going to get this bed and also this ladder. And now I am going to have to climb up here. Perfect. I arrived here in a very secret place. But now I am going to place this bed right here and I am going to try to go through the wall, but it is very difficult and it is almost impossible to go through the wall, especially because there are invisible blocks here. And if I leave from here, I can't get on the roof and it is very hard to climb up this part. So I am going to do it in a different way. And I just got this car. But now I am arriving here at the airport because I am going to have to enter inside and I am going to have to enter the airplane. And now I am going to press this button and I am coming in this direction just to stay on the roof. And this is going to be very interesting. But here on the right, I am going to get a random car and I got exactly this Lamborghini and it worked. The Lamborghini is up here and I can drive it like a normal car. And actually it is a normal car. But the difference is that it was on the roof. But that friend of mine is arriving here to see everything that is happening because he does not know where this car came from. So here on the right, I am going to get a different car, but I couldn't get it. And you can't get cars on top of the roof. You can only get them if you are flying. But that friend of mine disappeared. And I said, "Where is he?" Because he really disappeared from here. But he is looking back here. And apparently my friend is jumping here. And you can see that he is on this trampoline jumping a lot. And I don't know why he is doing that. And suddenly he stopped testing the secrets and is having fun. But I want to see here all the secrets that were released in this update. He said, "Come here, I know a secret." And I even know how he discovered this secret because he went through the wall. But actually he is coming to the front non-stop and he just got this car. But I am going to get inside here because I want to see what he is doing. But he is arriving here running and now he just got out of the car suddenly. But his car stayed right here. But guys, he changed the house again and now I basically have to get inside here. Perfect, I managed, but he couldn't come here. And this is bad. But I placed this bed right here and I am going to try to bring him down. But I went back up here and apparently he changed the house. And now I am arriving here running and he also arrived here. But this finally worked. So I am going to get a random car on the right and I got this Ferrari and he got this weird car, which is literally a skeleton. But now I have access to this totally secret place. And you can do secret car meetings here. But I don't know if it is possible to get out of here. So I am going to place a bed right here to see if I can get out of here. But it is impossible because the wall is very big. And it is really impossible to get out of here unless I find a thinner wall like this one. So I am going to try to get out of here just to see if it works. But it is impossible to get out of here. And I am really trapped here forever. But apparently he is coming back here. And he is arriving right at this part. He said, "You just have to place a bed up here." And what he said is true. And I am going to place a bed right here. And now I placed this ladder and simply climbed up here. And it really worked. So he came back here too. And he is using a new animation that was released in the game. And there are several interesting animations that were released. And he is testing all the animations. And there are really a lot of new animations released. Approximately 24 animations. And he is testing all of them. And there are many animations, but there are some very specific ones that are the best of all. This last VIP animation, I walk like this. And it is a very cool animation. And we also have this one where I can walk like this. And it is like I am using a different walking animation, which looks really cool. And we also have this animation, which looks very weird because I walk like this and the hand gets totally bugged. But I don't know why this happens. And apparently it is a bug in the animation. He said some animations came bugged. And I noticed that. But he is using this animation and now he is coming inside here. And guys, there is something very important that I have to ask him to do. Now he is coming back here. And I said, "Come here and press this button." And he will have to follow me and press these buttons. So he arrived right here. And apparently he is activating the buttons. But I want to see if things appear down here, and there is simply nothing up here. The rooms are totally normal, while down here there is a lot of weird stuff happening. Everything that should be up there is down here, and they forgot to put this in the update, which really does not make sense. He said it is totally bugged, and what he said is true. But now I am leaving here, and I just got this car because I want to see if there were any bugs that were released in the update. But my screen is shaking, and all of this is because of his house. But I am going to grab this new camera on the right, and now I will have to sit here so I can access the city's cameras. But I am going to grab this camera from the inventory, and I am going to use it. And now you can see that my camera looks like this, and I can modify it. And I can also see several other locations in a totally different way, even though I am not in that location. And I can also see all the houses like this. And this here is really different. But he is looking here and said, "With this camera you can make a horror movie." And what he said is true. And if I activate some effects in the city until it looks like this, and then grab this camera, you can see that this is really scary. And it really does look like a horror movie. So much that he is arriving here. And this is very weird. I can make a horror movie like this. this. He said it would be cool if this camera had night vision, and this is true. But unfortunately, I can't see much. But if it had night vision, it would be really interesting. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the Become a Member button, and I will add you on Roblox.